Hello, welcome to the channel, to the Art of the Oracle. My name is Virginia, and you're here for some information, a daily card reading. I use Oracle and Tarot, and today I'm using the the original Rider Waite Tarot. And then I have Sacred Creators Oracle. I have Angels and Ancestors Oracle here, and then I have Crystal Oracle over here. And with the Crystal Oracle, I have been bringing out the crystals that I have that have been revealing themselves, which is lapis lazuli and a turquoise. This is turquoise, came out yesterday. And if you missed any of these messages and want more information, go back. They're on the channel for free for anybody that's interested in checking them out. So we have lapis lazuli, about opening the third eye and just expansive awareness and thinking. And then yesterday it was about expanding our communication and purifying really our thoughts and the way we communicate and bring ourselves into the world. So Sacred Creators here, this was by Chris Ann, if you're familiar with Lightseers Tarot. She created this deck as well, and it's around giving us like words. So it's interesting that this came out, the turquoise came out yesterday, around, clearing this up, clearing up our communication. So as I tapped in before I came on, what I heard is that like when you clean up and balance your internal self, the feeling of who you are and knowing who you are, and that feeling that it's going to be okay, the world responds differently to you. And that's kind of what I was feeling, like your whole outside changes. And so it's beautiful that we're having this one, and it's get back to elemental. I love that we have 4 and 8. 4 is a very like grounding number. It really represents foundational thinking and awareness and getting back to the elements, which is lovely that this is where it's going. And 8 is the doubling of that. And when you double that, you get to see what you've built and where you're going. It's this infinity, right? And when you add the 2 together, you get 12, which reduces down to 3. So I love all of this. I love the wholeness here of the circle with the masculine symbol raising up. It's also could be seen as the air sign as well. And then you have the opposite, which is, the fire sign. And then opposite is this water sign held right in the middle, which is also the divine feminine. So I know it looks like a very simple card, but there's really a lot going on. And I think that speaks in general to all of life, is that we look at something, we think we know what's going on. I think that's why the message when I sat quietly was very simple. It's like kind of clean up what's going on inside of you. Clean up maybe your thinking, maybe what you're eating, how you're going through the world, and, getting rid of some of the stress. When you tap into your body, you know if you're stressed or not. Let's see what the second card came in. Interesting. Stop, drop, and ground. So it kind of harkens back to yesterday's message, which was, getting back to nature. And that's all of this is very grounding energy coming in today. The other stone that we had was wolfenite. And what was wolfenite about? Let me go back to the guidebook. I think, that's psychic awareness and preservation. It's like these kind of colors. It's this kind of real rich, earthy color. So I think we're off to a really good start. Let's go to a crystal then and see what crystal would like to come in with this. So getting back to basics, getting back to understanding. When you clear away the clutter of needing a whole bunch of stuff, then everything seems a little bit simpler. Then you can decide what you want to add back in and not. So let's go. What is the crystal? I'm feeling they're a tad bit sticky. So let's see if I can get a little air in them. How are you all doing? I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you feel called to do it. Or, if you just have any questions or want to see some information around a reading. I try to answer everything that comes through. So, okay, these feel lighter now. So, wow. I don't think that is, maybe it's this one. Okay, Prayonite. So I actually do have Prayonite. So I'm going to grab Prayonite. All right, so here is the Prayonite that I have. I've had this for quite a long time. Really beautiful stone. It has it has like a little bit of clarity to it, but also it has what feels like it's a little clear, a little cloudy kind of thing. It looks like it has like a coating or something over it. That's what it kind of feels like when something was sandblasted, something like that. So it's really, really beautiful. And I don't know what this is that's right next to it here. It's a very dark stone, almost looks like emerald. But yeah, so this is Prayonite, and Prayonite is around prophetic visions. It's like when we see visions that really change our life, right? Like we have a goal, or we have this beautiful dream that we want to come true for us. Like it feels so deep within us that we, think about it. Like it's your sole purpose a lot of times. But it can also be that because our psychic awareness and the expansive vision that we have coming in and the clarity of our words and grounding, and this is the green energy that we had a lot yesterday about being in nature and opening our heart and really diving into this elemental, getting back to basics in nature and not artificial anything. I know that lots of people like AI, but I don't like artificial anything. And that's what I feel like AI is pretending to be something it's not. It's pretending to be intelligent when, quite frankly, it's not smarter than us at all. It just can, give you data quickly. And that to me is a tool. It's not something that replaces anything else. It's something that you can use if you desire. But okay, so let's go to Prayonite and see what it says. It says you're about to gain a profound spiritual insight in the form of some sort of prophetic vision, which appears to you in your dreams when you least expect it. So there's a deeper knowing that kind of comes within when you start. It's almost like this is the image that I'm getting. And out in The Wizard of Oz, when they finally see the Oz and they pull back the curtain, and everything was a mystery before, and now all of a sudden, like you see cosmic order, or you see something where you kind of feel once again a part of everything, because I think there's a lot of separation in the world, and it takes us away from the all, knowing that we are part of the forest, we are part of the trees, we are part of everything, and we've let these leaders kind of act like they're in charge of everything, and they're really not, only because we've given it to them. So I think that's part of what I was hearing, like take back and balance what's within you, and then the world around you balances. So it says a deeper inner knowing will swell from within, and you'll realize that all is literally bathed in love, and nothing can ever harm you or have a negative effect on you apart from your own fear or belief that it can. That's really beautiful. And as you begin to trust in this universal power of love to guide you, your life will take on greater meaning and purpose. And yeah, that's kind of like an expanded version of what I was hearing this morning about the importance of us just kind of being, more clear with our own being, right? We are part of all that is, and we matter. Every million, billions, however many there are of us. And these people that are so, puffed up at the moment, they're no more important than you or I. And it's time for us to take back the calmness and the realization of our expansion. All right, these feel much better. So what does Kyle have to bring in? What else do we need? I kind of feel like it's this card. Oh, look at that. I love that it's right here. It just kind of feels like it. So this is the unleashed, kind of unbridled wild side that is being represented here. And interesting that yesterday we had Wolfenite, and I didn't make the connection between Wolfenite and wolf, but yeah, it's about this And, Wolfenite was, the purity of your howl, your voice. And so this is what I think that this moment is saying, is as you can see, this is back to primordial energy. This is back to basics, elemental, ground. When we feel the connection with our earth, literally, we become connected with all that is. So the she-wolf is bringing that forward. It's saying, unleash this part of you that maybe you've, kept contained. That's really what I'm hearing. Like you kept yourself because the world was demanding so much of you. And what is it that is innate, that is wanting to come out and move forward? So if there's anything in your world that you've been holding back on, and I'm not talking about anger. Anger is a lower vibrational form. I'm not talking about yelling at your neighbor because your neighbor has been fill in the blank. I'm talking about like this inner roar that you have where you feel your own innate power. That's what this is about. And then when you feel that connection with the earth and your own power, then you can move through the world in a very, very different, very powerful way. So yesterday was full of tens, right? Yesterday we had the 10 of fire, or 10 of wands, and the 10 of swords, or the 10 of air, which was saying that, this new, like an ending to old burdens and an ending to old way of thinking. And look at this. This is the rainbow card. This is like when you have everything that you need. We had the 9 of cups yesterday. So we're moving more closely into that thing that we desire and feeling the richness of everything that is. This is when you have so much that you really just want to share it with the world. That's what always blows my mind, is that all these rich people, they don't see the benevolence in what they have. They just instead of money opening them, it completely closed them. And I think tainted probably their soul, their spirit. Let's see if there's anything else here. Although that's feeling pretty good. I'm not sure that we need to go on. Yeah, that's feeling perfect, Waite. So thank you so much for joining me here at the channel. I hope you enjoyed this message. I really did. And I feel like less is more today, and maybe as we even move forward, because take your shoes off and walk on the earth, and then as you feel the safety and security of what you have below, this is where the prayonite comes in, right? Showing that you have like this amazing cosmic richness in who you are. And then as you open and expand to the universe, now you're deep connected with the earth, deep connection with the universe. You get to see more expansive way of being. And that's where we started with this, with the lapis lazuli. It was about expanding your information, your knowledge, your awareness. And this is accepting the visions, accepting that you know, or you will step into, what did it say? You're about to gain a really profound spiritual insight in the form of prophetic visions. And I think that once maybe that comes out and you feel like just so powerful in who you are, that you will realize that sometimes what you are running away from is really the rainbow you've been looking for the whole time. All right, thanks again for being here. If you like the reading, give it a thumbs up and share it with anybody that you think it would help. Until tomorrow, have a magical day. Bye now.